Okay, well, hello and welcome again to another video game commentary from The Cake is a Lie. As you can tell, here I am playing with Fiddlesticks, and this is going to be in Twisted Treeline, and I am going to show why Fiddlesticks is possibly the greatest champion to play in 3v3. As you can tell, I'm getting an Amplifying Tomb as well as a Monopot. This is an opening move. I'm going for the, going right into the middle. I always start off with Drain, and then I get Fear, and then Drain again, and then the Dark Winds, I believe it's called, and I keep on upping Drain first, Fear, Dark Winds, and the ultimate whenever possible. This is how I play him, and I'm going to be showing you my core build, and this is the only way that I've seen extremely effective that I almost win every single game. As you saw, I had a 10-win spree rather easily. It's like I expect a win nowadays, and as you can tell, we're just normally ganking the front. Speaking of Fiddlesticks, I usually don't like to play him anymore. The reason why is because it becomes too easy. It's like cheating. The very beginning of the game, you have extremely good lane control because you can continuously drain the opponent's life and refill yours. The only difficult thing that I found about it is if you're soloing like I'm doing right here, if you're going against an enemy champion who has the ability to stun you, a hard stun, or keep you silenced, it's generally a good idea not to go lane by yourself because he's such a squishy creature. Now, if as you can tell by the footage, I'm playing against Nunu. Nunu does not have a stun feature. He doesn't. Usually comes with a heal. That's all he does. And you can outmatch him right off the get-go in the very beginning of the game, as you can tell easily of what I'm doing. Now, what you want to do is you want to get Clarity and Ignite, those two skills, and definitely get the passive on the Ignite, because then it'll boost your ability power. Now, in the very end of the game, the ability power isn't that much, but in the very beginning, it'll show a lot. 10 extra ability power is a lot much more than your enemies can dish out because they don't have that much health. And your drain is going to do a significant amount of damage. Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you, all I'm doing is I'm controlling the lane. It's really easy to remember. The only time you don't want to solo the lane is if you are going against somebody who can disable, either through a silence or through a stun, your drain. If they can do that, switch lanes. Go with a partner. You're too squishy, they're going to kill you. But if not, go for it. Over here, you can tell I cleared out the lane. I pushed pretty hard, and the Nunu's still there. And so I do in the order of performance. I usually go Fear, Dark Winds, so it can bounce around and silence the enemy, and then Drain. But my Dark Winds wasn't up, so I'm going to just keep doing a normal, just annoying my enemy to death. And as you can tell over here, the Nunu, he was stupid enough to hang around. I get my ultimate, and so I decide, you know what, I'm just going to finish him off because he's not that smart. He wasn't tracking my own level, and he starts to run away. So what I do, I use the farthest reaching ability that I have. Luckily, before he used the exhaust, and he was able to die, I got the win. I go back, and I immediately get the Magia's Soul Stealer. You'll want to get this as soon as possible. And the second move you want, the second item you want to get is the boots. As soon as possible, you want to get boots because you're rather squishy. You want to run away from the opponent as fast as possible. And I get also a Monopot. And since you're going to do so much killing with Fiddlesticks this way, you're going to be the main guy who gets the wards. Remember, this is a team match. You can't think about yourself. You got to think about your teammates. You will be the go-to guy for the wards. Since you will be getting the most kills, because Fiddlesticks is a straight-out awesome carry, you will get the wards. You hear me? If you are getting a lot of kills, you get the wards. Nobody else has the gold reserves like you do whenever you smash people's faces in. Like this, what I'm about to do. At level 7, you go up and you kill the dragon. You solo the dragon at level 7. You hear me? Okay. He's dead. I knew Nunu was down there, but I took my time, killed the dragon, and then I overextend my ultimate. Fear, Dark Winds, Drain. There's nothing you can do. Easy kill. And you remember that Fiddlesticks' ultimate can overextend. If you saw where I put my cursor at, whenever I use my ult, it overextended. Now this might be a glitch in the game, or it might just be a way that does it. You see, I got the ward. But needless to say, you can overextend, so make sure you take as much advantage of that as possible. Now here we are in a team fight. I see my allies not doing so well, so I say, you know what, forget about it, I'm going to jump in. So immediately I jump in. Their little ball carry person, I can't remember who she's called, decides to be stupid. But here I'm about to do the most stupidest thing I could possibly do, the most noob move I'll make in this entire game. I use Ignite first. Never ever ever use Ignite first, because immediately what happens, the turret starts targeting me, I got knocked airborne, I'm too close to even drain her. Bad move. You always want to start off with either Dark Winds or preferably Fear. What I usually do is I go Fear, Ignite, so it boosts up the power of Dark Winds and Drain, and then do the order of performance, Dark Winds, Drain, unless I have the ultimate, which I do, and I take that kill. And this is an easy match. Oh, and Nunu is about to get dead. I don't use Drain because I notice my Fear is about to go up, and so I use Fear and then Drain, and I'm at a high enough level, level 8, you can stay in the turret's destruction path as long as you have a constant drain. If somebody has the ability to break up your drain, either through a stun, knock up, disable, whatever it is, know that you got to be more careful and watching your surroundings, because your drain is the only thing that's keeping you alive. And so as you can tell, I got my boots on. This is another team match, easy kill. My Magi's is powering up. I can usually get it up to level 16 halfway through the game, 16 stacks halfway through the game, which is pretty easy if you have a decent team. And I got my boots, my upgraded boots. You always want to do that. The penetration. Forget about going faster. Forget about defense. No, you are a powerhouse. That is the most destructive force on the face of the planet in 3v3. So you need to realize this and work it to out your advantage. So what I did was I'm working my way to a Crystal Scepter. The Rise Crystal Scepter. Third core equip that you want to get. And also, you have, I also got a ward, and I warded mid. You want to have the middle warded as much as possible. And here you can see some gameplay. I'm just getting the dragon again because I'm showing you how simple it is. As soon as the dragon is done, you either use clarity or you go back and heal your mana. You want to heal your mana as much as possible. Here we are in a team match. I see the enemies in the bushes. They don't want to go out, so I said, you know what, forget about it. I'm just gonna go in and jump in. Let our tank go in. So I overextend my ultimate, Fear on Nunu, cast the Dark Wind so it bounces off of everyone, and then I wreak havoc, destruction, drain. Oh, and Jana looks like she's gonna go away. Looks like she's gonna go away, and she did. She got away. And so I'm gonna go back. Always up your ability first before you get that belt, because remember, you were the most powerful, almost the most powerful creature in the game. Oh, there goes again. So I'm gonna get her in a Fear. There goes Dark Winds, and then the Drain, which I'll use on her, and she's dead. Okay, so always go choose ability power over defense. Once you get the ability power maxed out as much as possible, then you go for defense. If you're having a bit of trouble with the enemy team, say they have a high magic or ability power, you can up your ability, your magic resist, or whatever else. But you always want to go for ability power first, because you want to max his potential as fast as possible. Our third guy, he left, so it was a 2 versus 3 at the end. But in the end, it didn't really matter, because why? Fiddlesticks is the man. He's the best, and that's all for me. Bye.